One.
Good afternoon, Roscommon County. Welcome to Cooking with Bonnie. Today we're having our cooking class again in the Serenity Day Lodge here at our administration building over on M18. So come on in and check us out sometime. Those of you who zoomed in expecting to see Pam here today, I want to tell you something came up. So my wing woman, for those of you who come on our trips, know Bonnie's always there to help me out. So she stepped in, and with that, I'm going to say, take it away, Miss Bonnie Kitchen.
Thank you. I'm going to be Bonnie Bean today. We're going to be cooking up in the kitchen. We're going to be making a dessert. And today we are going to be making chocolate no-bake cookies. And they are right from my mama's kitchen. Now, everybody knows Mama always made the best stuff, didn't she? So we're going to get right to it. We already have our pan ready, and we are going to start with adding 2 cups of sugar to our pan. Now, these are no bake, but we can still cook them. So we're going to go ahead and put our 2 cups of sugar in. Thanks to my wing woman today, she measured everything out for me. So we're all good. Now, she did leave me butter. You know I love my butter. But we have to use Mama's recipe, and Mama's recipe says oleo. So we are going to do oleo instead of the butter. I know. I never tried it with the butter. Maybe one day I will, and we'll go from there. I'll let you know how that works out for us. So we're going to go ahead and put our oleo into the pot. We'll set that over to the side. Now that's just 1 stick of oleo. And then we got the 2 cups of sugar. And now we're going to go ahead and put ourselves in a 1/2 cup of milk. In there. 1/2 cup. All right. Now it calls for 4 tablespoons of cocoa. If I had my way, I'd be putting the whole thing in. But we know Mama's recipe only calls for 4 tablespoons. And if you don't make Mama's recipe right, I'm afraid she's going to come back and say something. So we got to do this just right. I don't measure real good. I know you're supposed to scrape it off and all that, but that ain't going to work for me. This is how I bake. I don't bake. These are no bakes. Okay, so we've got everything in here, and we are going to go ahead and put it on our stove. Let me see if you can see it. Can y'all see it? Okay, got everything in there. I had my stove already turned on when I was thinking. So we're going to go ahead and let this oleo, because I had to use oleo, melt in here along with the sugar and that cocoa. Now, I'm going to show you something here. This is Mama's recipe. How many of y'all have these around? Mama wrote on the front and on the back, and she put very, very good. The best. So when Mama puts the best on those recipes, you know it's the best. And I remember my brother growing up, and he didn't want nothing else for Christmas except these homemade, no-bake cookies of my mama's. So go ahead and if he can zoom in on this or whatever, or we'll make sure we get it in the newsletter or whatever, because this is very good. And after we get these made, I'll let the test kitchen taste them, and I'm sure they're gonna love them. Now, there's something on the back too. There we go. We're on the back side now. Okay. All right. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people take these old recipes and go ahead and put them like on a cooking not utensil, what am I trying to say? Them trays that you put trivets. The trivets, they take the recipe and they actually look like their mama's writing. And so we did that. I mean, I wish I could do that with some of my mama's recipes. So that's how you do it. I'm gonna stir these up real quick. See how we're doing over here? My butter is melted. Now, when you get this cooking over here, you do not want to overboil these. We're gonna boil this for 3 minutes and 3 minutes only. Because if you overboil it, they get too done and then they just crumble. You can't take and even like mold them into anything. So we want to make sure that once our butter is melted and they start to boil, I got it just set on medium heat because that's what I do. I don't like to cook things on high, although some things I do, but because then it burns. You don't want to burn. So we're just going to keep on stirring this over here until everything, all our butter is melted. Now, once our butter is melted in here and we put our timer on for 3 minutes, we're not going to stir it. We're just going to leave it boil. Let me get it on the burner. This burner's slippery. It looks like it's falling off. Okay, so once we get this boiled for 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients in here. Now, Mama always said, always buy good peanut butter. Because the cheaper the peanut butter, sometimes you get a lot of oil in it. So, here we go. We're going to get starting to boil here. So I'm going to pull this spoon out.
You hear it?
We'll put it over here on our spoon. It is boiling.
It's a
We're
delay.
going to set our timer for 3 minutes. And we're going to just let her go. Let her boil. Okay, the rest of our ingredients that we're going to be putting in is going to be the peanut butter. Heaping. Mama's always said heaping peanut butter because peanut butter is good. And if you use the Jif is the best because it's creamy, it's smooth. Oh, that's some goodness for real. Okay, and then we've got us some vanilla. You know that vanilla. And then we're going to use the Quaker oats. And the oats, I had my wing woman over there measure me out 3 cups so we can just pour this in when the timer goes off. And we got 3 cups of that. We got 3 cups of that. And then we're going to have us a tablespoon heaping. And then we're going to be using a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay? So once that's done boiling, we're going down. See, we're on 2 minutes now. So we've got 2 more minutes. Like I said, do not overboil because that can be an issue. When it's done boiling, you pull it off, and we're going to set it right here on the hot pads because that's, we don't want to ruin our table. We got our hot pads down, and we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients.
Miss Dean,
Yes.
do we have to use old-fashioned oats or can we use the quick oats?
The quick oats or the old-fashioned, Mama used to use the old-fashioned, and the only difference I can see between them is they're a little bigger. They're a little bigger. These quick oats are a little bit smaller, and they take a minute to cook. But I believe that the bigger the oats, sometimes they're a little more grainy than others. And so that's how we're going to do that. Now we're down to 48 seconds, and we're going to, oh man, I'm going to tell you right now, my mouth is watering because I know these are going to be good. Because Mama always said, put a little love, a little TLC in your cooking, and you will never go wrong. So I always cook with TLC. That's my secret ingredient. I don't be telling everybody. That's my secret ingredient. Okay, we got 20 seconds left, and I'm going to get my sheets over here right now because we are going to, once you start laying these things out, can I get a spoon? Once you start laying these things out, you have got to be quick. You have got to be quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my timer off and my burner. And here we are. Check that out. We are boiling.
It smells delicious.
Oh, chocolate is heaven. I'm telling you, you can never go wrong with chocolate. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and throw our peanut butter in here. Oh yeah. And then we needed half a teaspoon of our vanilla. Let me get my half teaspoon. I can't see very well. I don't have my glasses on, but we're gonna just wing it. I just go with it, whatever, okay? And I already know that there's 3 cups in here because my wing woman right here did her up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up real quick. Like I said, you have got to be quick. You have got to be quick. And so, like I said, if you're using the quick outs, they're a little bit, they are a little bit smaller. So they mix up a little bit better, okay? Now, as I'm stirring, you can see it's all mixing in there together. All mixing. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are all mixed up. I see the oats mixed up. We are going to go ahead. Now, it does not matter what size you do. If you want them a little bigger, you can do them a little bigger because you are not baking these. So it's not going to matter. The size is not going to matter in this situation. We are just going to go ahead, and if you have hungry people, you can drop bigger ones. If you got smaller people, like little kids or whatever, you can do little tiny ones. Bite size if you've got a big party coming up and you need a lot of them.
Have you ever frozen extras, or you don't ever have it?
I never have extra. You should know that, can't you tell? Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna turn this over. We're gonna do our little pan here, and then I'm gonna turn this over to my wing woman here. And if you are keeping these for a couple of days or whatever, I would say make sure that you put them in a seal, like a Tupperware, or you know those things you get in the store with the leftovers. That doesn't work, those styrofoam things, because then the air still gets in those. So you're going to need like a container to put them in. Okay, the magic of Zoom. Check this out. Here we are. This is our finished product. Yes, yes, yes. Don't they look good? Oh my goodness. My mama be proud of me. I'm telling you right now, she would love me. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste these, and then I'm gonna let all the other people at the lodge and in the office taste test them, and we'll see what they think. Now for these, I'm gonna say once they cool down, you can eat them. You don't even have to wait for them to get this hard. You can just eat them because they are awesome. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is good. You know, my mama had a good recipe, and I think since I followed it to the T, I did all right. But I'm gonna let everybody else be taste testers if I don't eat the whole plate. I'm gonna try not to eat the whole plate, but you never know. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, they are good. And if you use this recipe and follow it to the T, you can have some goodness at your house too. Take her away.
All right, Miss Bonnie, just want to say thank you. You did your mama proud. I'm sure I'll be getting a call from your brother asking where his plate is.
I know you will.
So we're going to take a few minutes. Tom has a few things he'd like to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just watched was brought to you by RCCOA and Zoom. If you are watching this pre-recorded on our website. We need to know what we have to do to engage you. Social isolation is a danger of the pandemic. We can't meet in person yet, so we need to engage you however we can. It's no fun playing to an empty house, so we want a live audience, even if it's live on Zoom. We need to know what's keeping you from joining us using Zoom. Do you not know how to use it? Do you not have internet? Well, if you don't have internet, you wouldn't be watching me now. Isn't that right, Paula?
That's right. That's right.
Anyway,
We miss everybody. That's just the fact.
do you have a device a tablet? Let us know what we can do to engage you. We're concerned. We love you. We miss you. And until we can meet face to face, this is it for now. Peace out.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pettit. I do just want to let you know, if you're watching this live right now, thank you. If you're watching it pre-recorded, you'll have plenty of time to zoom in next month where you'll get to watch me make. I am making hot fudge cream puffs.
Ooh.
With Saunders hot fudge. So I'm beginning to think this pandemic isn't doing very well for some of our waistlines. So these cookies just smell awesome. So with that,
Chocolate. It's always good.
thank you, Miss Bonnie.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Goodbye.